Okay, welcome back, boys and girls. This is part two of the series on how to make bots for games. In the previous videos, we have downloaded the Autoit scripting language, which is absolutely free. In the video after that, or the previous video, we went over the three parts that we are going to use when it comes to Autoit, namely the scripter that you can see on my screen. The second part is the information finder that we're going to use to do all the fun stuff like find enemies, where to move to in games, and many other features. We did a little bit of an example on how to find a tab and click on different things with a location with the X and Y coordinates, and then to send some text into a text box. Okay, I just want to talk in this video about the help file and how great it is. Okay, and just go over a couple more little examples of loops. Okay, and just get you used to a couple of things, and then really guys, I'm just gonna show you live with examples. We're gonna learn to code in Autoit by example rather than sit there and do hours of boring stuff. We'll learn as we go along, because on every video I'm going to take you over every single line of each script so you know exactly what it does. Okay, so I think that's the best way for you to learn when it comes to making bots for games. Okay, so a couple of things I missed out in the last video is to save your script as you go. It's Central Control and S. Okay, and to run your script at any time, just press F5. Okay, so I missed out in the last video, apologies. In this script, all I've done is, first of all, I just want to say, I forgot what this is called, this icon here, this symbol here. But by using that, it's a comment out script symbol. Come on, Dean. It's a symbol that will make the bot miss the line, so it won't run it. It won't run it. When you run the script, it will just miss it out. But what we use it for is we can comment, and you should always comment your code. So if you come back to your code, or if you are working in a team, then everyone knows what this bit of code does. So for example, this is a while loop to show everyone. So you can see what that's done. Basically, I'll be reminded that this is a while loop, and also it's a great way to text out the comment. So this line would not be picked up when you run the script. So it's good if you want to test different parts of your bot to see where it's failing when it comes to bug testing as well. So forgive me, but I forgot what that symbol's called, but that's the one you use to use a comment or to comment out lines of your script for testing purposes. Okay, so just get rid of that for now, actually. So in this small script, what I've done is that first of all, I'll get rid of that. I've made a message box that says, that's listed, it's called start, and the message box will say the bot has started. Then what we've done, as you can remember from the last video, how to make variables, we've made a variable by using the $, and then we've called the variable dice roll, and then we've used a function called random, and then we've given it an input of 1 to 6. So basically it's simulating a dice roll. Okay, so a dice with between 1 and 6 on it. So the random function gives you a random number between your inputs that you put here. Now let's just say that you didn't know anything about the random function and you wanted to find out more. And this is the key point of the video, is that you just come over here. If you go to the help file and you typed in random, you get all this information about the inputs needed for the random function. Okay, and if you go down, every single function has live examples. It's that I can't get over how good the help file is with this scripting language. Okay, so make sure you make use of it. If you take anything away from this video, it's always use the help file. You always get live examples. Okay, so all I've done is, if I just get rid of it, so I just put random, and then once again, as soon as I do the parentheses, then it will tell you what I need as an input. So for this, I need a maximum, a minimum and a maximum. So I put 1 and 6 to simulate a dice. So we've made a variable called dice roll, a placeholder, in other words, or a bucket or a folder, whatever you want to call it. And in that bucket, we've put a random number, and the random number is going to be between 1 and 6. Now the next thing is an if statement. So basically you can say if something is true, then do this. If not, then do the second thing. So what I've done to show you an example is I've put, by the way, the Autoit scripting language is very easy to read, it's very straightforward. So I put if, and then our variable, dice roll, is less than or equal to. Let's just comment this out. I can show you, this is a less than, this is more than. What other ones we want to do? This is less than or equals to, this is equals to, less than, minus. Okay, so they're the different functions that you can use there. Okay, so I've put if the dice roll is under or equal to 3, then open a message box and then put red, and then put you've got red. So the message box is called red, and the text inside the message box is you've got red. So what I'm doing here is kind of simulating a roulette roll, in a sense, that red or black. But I'll put red and green. I don't know why. This could be black, so I could just change this. I could just put black, or I could even put black, spell it properly, and put you got black. Okay, there you go. And we always end an if statement with an end if. Okay, so Control S, press 5. The bot has started. So message box start, and then put the bot has started. Okay, you got red. So it's rolled the dice roll, okay, with its random number, and in this case the result was under 3, equal or under 3. So then it's opened the message box and it's put you've got red. Okay, done. So let's run it again. The bot has started, so it's done this line. Then it's going to make a variable dice roll and put a random number between 1 and 6 in. You got black. So this time it's gone if the dice roll is under 3, then do this. But in this case the dice roll was over 3, so then else, message box, and then you've got black, and then end if. Okay, so that's an if statement, guys. I'm just showing these examples before we get into the meat of this course. But this is basically showing you just how to kind of handle the scripter. So now you know how to do an if statement. So I'm just going to uncomment this out, and this is a while statement. So this is getting you used to using comment outs. Okay, so in this example I've made a variable called test counter equals 0. I'm just going to get rid of this actually. And then test counter equals 0, and then while test counter is under 10, then make a message box, and then put, the flag is 0. I'll talk about flags later, but put 0 normally. And then the message box is called count, and inside the message box I put the variable test counter. You don't have to use just a string of text. You can put variables in the message box counter. So basically, let me carry on actually, and then after that it's going to say that the variable test counter equals what the test counter already is, and then +1. So let me just run this. Oh, wait, that save, and then F5. Oh no, we were already okay. F5, and nothing's going to happen. Okay, so message box equals that, the test counter is 0, while, and there you go. Hopefully that's it now. The bot has started, so there's the line here that we've already talked about, and then the count is 0, count is 1, count is 2, count is 3, count is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then done. Okay, so what's happened there is we've made a test counter, and in that folder, that bucket, we've put 0, and we put while that test counter is under 10, Then we're going to open a message box called count, and we're going to put that number of that variable test counter in inside the message box, and then we're going to add 1 to the variable test counter. So basically what's happening is that it's counting up to 10. Okay, so each alliteration it's going through is 1, so it's going to print in the message box 1. It's going to add 1 to the variable, so then it's going to put 2, then 3, then 4. Okay, so it's looping basically. That's why it's a loop statement. Okay, yeah. So this video has just been about showing you how to use the scripter. Okay, showing you loops. The main thing to take away from this though is the help file. So I could have put if into this, and then everything to do with if, be it the functions, anything to do with it is here. So you could simply look, while end. So that's the second loop that we used, and then it's going to tell you exactly how to use it here. And then every single function has live examples. It's fantastic, so you can look at the live examples. So always look at the the help file. You can copy the examples to clipboard too. So that's copied now, and then we could come over here, boom, and then just drop in the example, and then work from there. So guys, always use the help file. If you're not sure with something, with a function, etc., you can just put you can just put it into the help file and you'll get loads of information. Okay guys, I hope this video hasn't been too boring. Okay, we're really going to get into the meat of making bots for games in the next video with some live examples. Okay, I'm not, like I said, I'm not really doing hours and hours of how to use the programming language in lessons like that. I'd rather teach you live with examples, and then go over each line of code with you, tell you what it does, why and how. Okay, and guys, I forgot to say at the start of the video, please like the video, of course subscribe, hit that mother trucking bell icon so that you get notified when I release new videos. Head over to the botempire.com. okay, look at the free videos on there and resources. There's also paid courses. You can also get custom bots made and much more, so make sure that you head over to there. Okay guys, I'll see you in the next video where we're going to start doing some live examples. Peace.